Now back to Keeping It Real with the Reverend Al Sharpton. Only on News Talk 1090 AM WILD Boston, where information is power.
Black people had typically gone to strictly black hairstylists before, and now we're switching over to these Dominican salons for a number of reasons. This is especially in New York. You can find a Dominican salon anywhere, especially even in Harlem. And people are switching because Dominican salons are faster in a lot of cases than the black salons that people used to go to. Some of them are cheaper. Most of them are cheaper. And they just generally, people feel like their hair comes out nicer from these salons when you get your Dominican blowout and you're walking down the street and your hair is blowing in the wind, and they say it doesn't do that when they come from their black salon. So they are taking away quite a bit of business, and some black salon owners are not happy about this. Now,
what is the reason for that? I mean, why do you feel has there been research as to why blacks are going to Dominican salons? Is it money? Is it expertise? What is the reason they could come in and replace black salons in their popularity in our community?
It's actually all those reasons. I can personally attest because I go to Dominican salons myself.
Okay, let's take a break and find out why. Keeping it real. We're going to keep it real on this issue in a minute. Sharpton right after this.
Keeping it real. 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 Keeping it real.
Stay tuned for Keeping It Real with the Reverend Al Sharpton. Call 1-877-532-5797. 1-877-532-5797. And stay with News Talk 1090 AM WILD Boston. Get on the bus. The Reverend Al Sharpton and the National Action Network is heading down to the nation's capital. On Saturday, August 28th marks the 47th anniversary of the I Have a Dream speech by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Fox News' Glenn Beck and the Tea Party movement will be also down in Washington, D.C. to sabotage the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The late, great Martin Luther King put his life on the line daily to fight for everybody's civil rights, for jobs, housings, education, and equality. Please get on that bus. Join the march Saturday, August 28th, to send the Tea Party March as a message that Dr. King's dream will not be distorted nor destroyed. Log on to nationalactionnetwork.net. Call the National Action Network at 1-877-626-4651. 1-877-626-4651 for transportation near you on the road to Washington, D.C. Saving the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
And now for the bonus round. If 1 is triangle and 2 is square, what is 3?
I want to say deviled ham.
Correct. Yes. If beauty's in the eye of the beholder, where is brains?
On the phone with the plumber.
Correct. What does Netflix now deliver instantly through We?
Ooh, unlimited TV episodes and movies.
Correct! Netflix now delivers unlimited TV episodes and movies instantly to your TV through your Wii console, plus DVDs by mail, all for only $9 a month.
See terms of use.
Now back to Keeping It Real with the Reverend Al Sharpton. Only on News Talk 1090 AM WILD Boston, where information is power.
Keeping it real.
Keeping it real, keeping it real. I'm your host, Reverend Al Sharpton, and we're back.
Keeping it real.
Talking with the editor of News1.com, Ashton Lattimore. Now, Ashton, you did this story about Dominicans competing and in some cases outrunning and causing business failure for black hair salons. And I asked why. And you confessed right on the radio that you have betrayed black salons that are going to Dominican. Why? I mean, Now, you know the history of what black salons have been in our community. You know the history of it's also a meeting place and a place of employment. A lot of people sent their kids through school doing hair. And now this. Why would you do that?
Well, now I feel bad. But, I mean, I'm
trying to make you feel bad, but go ahead.
I went to black salons when I was growing up, like in high school, and they would have me in there all day, for 5 hours, and I would come and I would have an appointment. My appointment would be at 10, and I wouldn't get in a chair until it was 12 o'clock, and I don't have that kind of time anymore. So
what does Dominicans have on black salons? Their business is quick. I mean,
it's a lot faster.
What is more appealing? Faster in terms of what?
I mean, I can go into a Dominican salon without an appointment, and I can be in and out in 90 minutes. If I'm just getting my hair like washed and blow dried, I can be out even faster than that. And if I'm getting a perm, I can be out in 90 minutes, as opposed to 3-4 hours that I would have to deal with when I was going to black-owned salons. And it does look nice. My hair comes out nice.
What about the cost?
The cost is actually, it's cheaper usually. It's about $15 to $20 less.
So do you think that this is a business model that some of the shops that y'all are talking about in here, Dominican shops, have studied to charge less and operate more time conscious, or you think this is a matter of culture and habit? I mean, what happened?
I would think that it was probably something deliberate, that they saw an opening for people who were looking for maybe faster and cheaper service and were able to fill it. And, at the end of the day, they have the same kind of hair that we do. A lot of them, they're black, Afro-Dominicans, Afro-Latinos, so they know what they're doing. So you're not sacrificing any familiarity with your type of hair or any expertise, and you're just getting things done a lot faster and cheaper in some cases. So it's a win all around.
Let's go to the phone. A lot of people want to talk about this one. Let's go to Marlene in Atlanta. Marlene, you're keeping it real with Al Sharpton.
Hi, Reverend Al. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fine, and I'm not a first-time caller, but I had to comment on the issue with going to the Dominican salons.
Did they have Dominican salons in Atlanta?
Everywhere you go.
Okay.
Everywhere you go, and I agree with what she said. I mean, you get in and you get out, and my hair was like more silkier, and what I found, and the reason why I stopped going, because when it seemed like everyone I went to, they always, every black salon, they always wanted to cut my hair. That was another thing. And
now, wait a minute. When you say more silky, do they use different products? I mean, why would that be the case?
Yeah, they do. They do use a different product. They do use different products, and then when I get my hair straightened, it lasts longer, and also they just have a different process. They have a different process than they do in the black salon.
I feel like I'm back in Chris Rock's Black Hair movie. All right, thank you for your call, Marlene. Let's go to Al in Annencock. I'm trying to say it right. Al?
Nancock.
Huh?
It's Nancock, Virginia.
Nancock, Virginia, okay.
Okay, Al, I've been talking about hair for a long... Black women, they are ashamed of their hair. Why they wearing wigs and everything but to be themselves. The little kids are growing up now don't want to wear their hair because they see the mothers and the movie stars wearing all these wigs and locks and all that stuff. It's a shame that the black women are ashamed of their hair. And even when you go to church, you go to the people in the church got the wigs on and all this stuff. I want black women to be themselves. Stop trying to be something they're not. Why are black women ashamed of their hair?
All right, Al said y'all ashamed of your hair, whether it's Dominican or what ever. And why y'all wearing all them wigs and weaves? He didn't say that, I added that. Let's take a break. 1-877-532-5797. 1-877-532-5797. You can call in and defend that wig on your head. We'll be right back. Keeping it real. Sharpton. Right after this.
Keeping it real. Keeping it real. Keeping it real.
Stay tuned for Keeping It Real with the Reverend Al Sharpton. Call 1-877-532-5797. 1-877-532-5797. And stay with News Talk 1090 AM, WILD, Boston.